I'm going to go ahead and show you how to reserve the computer labs or the Chromebooks or the iPad cart through Google Calendars. Since we've had CalendarWhiz in the past, we're going to go ahead and switch over to Google to make things a little easier. First thing you're going to have to do is get into your email, and I've shared all the calendars with you, so you probably have multiple calendars or multiple emails. You do have to go to view your calendar in each one in order to accept that I've shared it with you. So once you click on view your calendar, it will go to your calendars. Just so you know, in case you're not sure how to get here another time after you of this original email and you delete it, this box over here in the upper right hand corner, the square, will always take you to your email or your drive or your calendars. So I usually have my email up and I'm always access everything else from here. So just go to calendars. And when you're in calendars, sometimes a bunch of stuff will come up since I've shared multiple calendars with you. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to get rid of all of that. If you come over here, you have two options, My Calendars and Other Calendars. So My Calendars are any that you have created, and Other Calendars are ones that I've shared with you. So as you can see, here are some of the calendars that I've shared with this person. If I want to reserve the library, the high school library computer lab 25, you can click on this arrow here to the right and press display only this calendar. That way you don't have to see everything else, you can just see this calendar. You can see that it's set up by hours, and you can go to the date you want just simply by, right now I'm in week view. You can also go to month view or click up here to go to the date that you're looking for. Once you're here, just simply click on the hour that you want. So here's first hour, and right here it says book an appointment slot. Once you do that, it will bring up this, and you're going to have to click on first hour again. This is the actual place that you're going to use to reserve all of your class hours. So if I reserve first hour on September 2nd, just press save. I can either go and view that in my own calendar, because it will put it in your calendar, or I can stay here to do another hour. So say I need it first hour and third hour and fourth hour. I can go ahead and do that. And you can exit out of this up at the top. And if I go to My Calendars, and this is my calendar here, display only this calendar, I can now see that it is on my calendar and I have reserved the lab. If I realize that I don't need this lab anymore and I want to delete it, it's pretty simple. Just click on the box and cancel the appointment. You do not need to notify guests. It doesn't matter which of these you choose, but there are no guests because it's only you reserving it. So either way is fine. You do delete and notify or delete without notifying. And then what happens is it actually opens up that reservation back for other people to use. So if I go back here, it should have that back open, and just the one that I did not delete is there. When you're looking at this view, you can see here that there are two options now. The reason is this first one, that's the lighter color, those are the appointment slots that I created, and these here are the fact that I went ahead and reserved those. So I probably wouldn't look here to see if things are available, but instead look here. So if some of you think that's too many steps, you can actually just create this as a bookmark. So if we come over here and add this, bookmark this page, and instead of being a Google Calendar, I can name it Library Lab 25. And you might have to go to Show Bookmarks bar so you can actually see what your bookmarks are. So here are all my bookmarks, which I have way too many. But you can see here that I have Library Lab 25. So if you would like to bookmark the labs that you're going to be using, you can do that right away instead of having to go in the other way each time. And then it'll actually open this page up directly. And you won't have to worry about doing any of the other steps. going to go ahead back to my calendar and delete this last one out. And so now these are back available for people. As you can see, the one disadvantage is that it does still have these slots that I reserved earlier, but I did cancel them. So that's why you always want to go into this view and you can see what's available. Besides that, you can you have all of your options over here under My Calendars. So like I said, there are a lot of different options that you can have when reserving, and if that gets too overwhelming for you, I would just bookmark the labs that you're going to be using most often and go from there. For high school, as you can see, 5th hour and 6th hour overlap, and you guys know that. So if someone books 5th hour, then I would be careful to make sure that someone else does not book 6th hour, knowing that the times overlap, and so you will not be able to get in. I'm sure you guys have had this in the past, and you guys knew because you had time slots down. So just realize that it is booked till 12:20. So if you wanted to get in 6th hour, but you just knew to come after 5th hour was finished, you can go ahead and book it and just not arrive right on time when 6th hour starts. If you have any questions, come see me, but hopefully this gives you a good overview of how to reserve the labs and work through your Google Calendars.